Jerry Matthews Court, today's New Jersey Athletic Conference game between Stockton University and New Jersey City University. At this time, please rise in honor of every member of the armed forces throughout the world with the playing of our national anthem. And now introducing the starters for today's game. For the Gothic Knights of New Jersey City University, the 6th junior from Newark, New Jersey, and the 1, Hakeem Wilson.
Hello everyone and welcome to Gary Matthews Court for today's basketball action between the 10 and 5 Stockton University Ospreys and the 5 and 10 NJCU Gothic Knights. I am Frank D'Antonio, and the Ospreys are firing on all cylinders and haven't let the winter break get to them, riding a 4-game win streak coming into this game. Whereas NJCU is trying to find their rhythm again. A very back and forth season that has seen them win and lose close games, has them wanting to make a statement. Very important NJAC games coming up for both teams, so today means a lot being another NJAC game. Stockton riding that 4-game win streak as they entered and came out of their winter break. And we are also going to go. Stockton leads this series between these two teams 29-26. Both teams have played 8 NJAC games and very different experiences in the NJAC for both teams. Stockton 6-2 in the NJAC, whereas NJCU is 2-6. And the last matchup between these two teams, Stockton won 74-61 at NJCU on February 11th, 2023. Very close teams in all statistical categories, mainly 78.7 points per game and 75.7 points per game for NJCU. Starters, Stockton Ospreys, Scott Bittner sending out Tavon Gaither, DJ Campbell, Martin Angelov, Christian Armstrong Thomas, and Rynell Lawrence. To start for him, very familiar starting lineup. And as for Mark Brown and the Gothic Knights, we have Hakeem Wilson, Jaheim Lewis, Avante Gilbert, Will Brown III, and Daniel Rodriguez. Promises to be a great game. Will be Armstrong Thomas and Gilbert, the leading scorer on the Gothic Knights, to take the jump. And here we go. It's passed out. Won by the Gothic Knights. Lewis to bring it up. Lewis one-on-one with Campbell. Lewis passes out to Wilson. Wilson back out to Brown. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert passes back up. Top of the key, defended by Angelov. Angelov one-on-one, trying to get it. Back over to Lewis. Lewis, jumper. Up, no good off the back iron. Armstrong Thomas tried to fight for it, but Angelov comes down with a rebound. Behind the back. Passing over. Lawrence back up to Angelov. Angelov over to Armstrong Thomas. Armstrong Thomas fakes the 3. Angelov slowing things down. Passes over to Campbell. Campbell. be a foul.
Foul shot number 10, Devontae Gilbert's first personal.
Campbell for three. Goes up the front iron. Rebounded by Lewis. Up and in. No good, no whistle. Rebounded by Lawrence. Lawrence passing over Angelov for three. Yes! Martin Angelov, one of the big three-point shooters on this team. Leads the team in assists as well. Now playing some stark defense on Wilson. Wilson over to Brown. So Thomas and Lawrence. And they will call the foul. Rodriguez draws the foul on Armstrong Thomas, who's getting double teamed by Armstrong Thomas and Lawrence. So it'll be 2 shots for Rodriguez. Or 1 shot, excuse me. And he adds on to the 20, now 23 for 29 from the line. Armstrong Thomas takes a seat. And we will see Jalen Collins check in. Angelov over to Gaither. Gaither, 1-on-1 with Brown. Gaither going to try to take himself up and in. Kind of bounced around. Does it. Lewis brings it up over in the corner. Back up to Lewis. Lewis bounce back into Rodriguez. Rodriguez 1-on-1 with Collins. 3 people trying to stop him, but still gets through and scores. All tied up 5-5 over Campbell. Campbell back cross-court pass over to Angelov. Osprey's moving things very fast. On his offensive possession, Collins at the top of the key over to Angelov. Angelov back to Collins. Collins over to Campbell. Angelov trying to take himself, loses it. Lawrence is there. Campbell from way downtown. Just off the front of the iron. Long cross-court pass intercepted by Campbell. My goodness. Campbell again from the logo. No good. Wow, what a few possessions that was for either team. One thing that NJCU has to, as Rodriguez tried to drive another one up, no good. DJ Campbell, the threat to shoot from anywhere, the team leader in points, averaging just over 20 a game. Gaither loses it, able to gather it back up. Angelov, top of 3, finds Lawrence in the corner. Lawrence takes it over, puts Angelov in the corner for 3. Yes! Nothing but net for Martin Angelov. Angelov takes the second most threes on this team, and he is very efficient at it. Driving in, up and good is the shot by Wilson. Lawrence to bring it up the court. The Ospreys, Campbell. Angelov up, floater, no good. Collins tried to get it with one hand. No good, and it will be a foul. Avante Gilbert, the team leader for NJCU, averaging just shy of 14 a game. So it will be Brown to inbound to Wilson. Wilson giving the signs, directing traffic. Wilson over. Again, almost lost. Up, defended, but no good, and that is in for Gilbert. It'll be Matthew Spratley in the game now for the Ospreys. Gaither gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence bounce back, pass back to Gaither. One-on-one defense by NJCU. Gaither trying to find a lane up, open, no good. Collins tried to get it back. With a full head of steam goes Lewis. Lewis, jumper, good. And NJCU extends that lead 11-8. Collins at the top of the key. Trying to find open lane. Makes it, one-on-one. Collins up and good. Wilson. Passes over. Inside. Whistle by Jalen Collins. And we will see Armstrong Thomas and Charles Sapp both come into the game for Gaither and Collins. Passed in. Over to Brown. Another foul, so it will be Osprey ball. Armstrong Thomas to inbound to Lawrence. Here's the last minute from Scott Bittner. And getting set now. Inbounded to Lawrence. Lawrence passes over to Armstrong Thomas, over to Campbell. Campbell back to Matthew Spratley. Over and another offensive foul called on and a turnover. A lot of little fouls getting to the Ospreys early here. Pass in, pass back. And it will be Wilson passing over to Brown. Brown back to Wilson, directing traffic, giving the signals. Passing over to Brown. Brown passes into Gayton. Gayton does a nice little jumper and gets it in. Jamar Johnson in the game now. Campbell over to Armstrong Thomas. One-handed grab, almost loses it. Over to Johnson. Johnson passes over to Campbell. Campbell thought about it, gives it to Sapp. Sapp one-on-one with Brown. Tries to box him out. Almost loses it. He'll try to take it himself and draws the foul and the N1. And they will count the ball. They will count the basket. And Charles Sapp will go to the line. 3 for 4 so far on the campaign in free throws. As a team, Stockton just over 720 in the percentage for free throws as Sapp makes it and ties this game up, averaging just over 15 a game. That's over to Wilson. Wilson over. A lot of ball movement from both teams is what we're seeing early on today. That's back out to Wilson. Wilson for three, just off the side of the iron. Campbell jumps up and grabs it. He is also the team leader in rebounds, just over 7.5 a game. Back out to Matthew Spratley. Slowing things down, gives it to Campbell. Campbell from way downtown and drains it. DJ Campbell, the reigning NJAC Player of the Year. A threat to shoot from anywhere. That was almost from the logo, and that forces Mark Brown to call his first time out and talk it over with his team. Stockton, .314 on the three-point percentage, just taking over 7.5 a game. Substantially more per game than NJCU, who takes only averages 3.7. A lot of ball movement between the two teams right now. Very close in most categories. So this one's going to be a good one. Kai Rogers-Robinson in the game now as well. Right beside Wilson. Wilson back to Rogers-Robinson. Back to Wilson. Back to Rogers-Robinson. Tried the shot, blocked by Campbell. Campbell over to Johnson on a fast break with a full head of steam. Up and no good, but it will be a foul. Mark Brown not happy. Lamar Johnson with a race down the score with a full head of steam. 16 for 29 on free throws. Johnson makes the first. Misses the second. 1 for 2, 17-13, Stockton lead. It'll be Rogers Robinson to bring it up. Defended by Johnson, over to Wilson. Rogers Robinson, defended by Matthew Spradley. Wilson for 3, and that's good. There's NJCU back within 1. Johnson to bring it up. Has Gaither, has options, gives it to Gaither. Gaither over to Matthew Spradley. Drive it up, but blocked by Savoy. Let's go out of bounds, so still Stockton ball, but statement block. Mark Brown Jr. into the game for NJCU. Angelov trying to find someone, passes over to Armstrong Thomas. Armstrong Thomas over in the corner, try to get out of it. Gaither, one-on-one. And the foul called on Stockton. They were motioning a travel, and they got the call. Brown Jr. over, up to Wilson. Brown, excuse me. Back to Rogers Robinson. Has options. Over to Brown Jr. Rogers Robinson. Over to Brown. Makes the shot. As an inbounds violation. It will be Brown Jr. as we have a discussion of officials here at center court to discuss what was seen on the inbounds to turn the ball over. Junior inbound. Finds Savoy. Savoy. Armstrong Thomas, one-on-one. Double team now. There'll be a shooting foul. Double team between Armstrong Thomas and Campbell. On Gayton. Milwaukee Gayton into the game. 27 for 44 thus far on free throws. Gayton misses the first. It's second. So 17-19, NJCU lead with just over 12 minutes left. Lawrence to bring it up. Passes over to Campbell. Campbell one-on-one with Rogers Robinson. Over to Matthew Spradley. Spradley up and no good, just bounces off the iron. Rebounded by Brown Jr. Very fast going is the Gothic Knights. Brown passes inside, defended by Lawrence. Loses it, Matthew Spradley picks it right up. Long cross-court pass, intercepted. Very risky pass, didn't pay off for the Ospreys that time. Passing over, Brown Jr. Passes up to Savoy. Savoy gonna try to take it, almost gets it knocked away by Campbell. Brown Jr. along with Campbell. Campbell blocks it away, and will go the way of NJCU. Last touched by Campbell. Right from the free throw line. And Gayton with a wide open shot, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Angelov to bring it up now. Angelov trying to get some signals. Angelov over to Gaither. Gaither back to Lawrence. Lawrence over to Campbell. Campbell back to Matthews Bradley. Matthews Bradley. Angelov for three. Yes! Martin Angelov 3 for 3 so far on 3-pointers. Brown Jr. passes inside. 1-1. And will be called for the travel is Gayton. Not the call he wanted to have. 21-20, NJCU lead. Angelov directing traffic, giving the signals. Man spacing, has the pick set by Campbell. Campbell gonna try to take it himself now. Gets it blocked away and will be called for the shooting foul. And Campbell will go to the line. Jay Campbell 51 for 60. Thus far, team leader. Team leader in a lot of categories is Campbell. Makes the first, tie everything up at 21 all. Makes both. Stockton back in the lead by 1. Angelov already up the court. Full court press. Campbell 1-1, and it will go out, knocked away. Campbell and the Ospreys wanted it to go their way, but officials call it in the way of NJCU, so Brown Jr. will inbound it. Does have options. Go to Lewis. Lewis over, passes out. Savoy's 3, no good. Also ball, everybody in a big pile up, and they say that the Ospreys have possession. Johnson to inbound. Inbounding to Lawrence. Lawrence gives it over to Angelov. Angelov passes into Collins. Collins back to Angelov. Angelov thinking about the 3, no, but just settles for the jumper, just off the edge. But Jamar Johnson out of nowhere grabs the rebound. The Ospreys right back on offense. Campbell 1-on-1. Passes back over to Collins. Collins. Read up, no good. Johnson right there again. Angelov wide open. And everybody can't believe it. The whistle blew as Angelov was taking the shot, and it went in, but they call no shot. Said that the shot clock was wrong. Jamar Johnson everywhere, getting those rebounds and getting the second chance points for the Ospreys. Angelov trying to find somebody, finds Matthew Spratley. Matthew Spratley takes a step back and drains the 3. Johnson, the defensive specialist, all over Mark Brown Jr. trying to find it. Lawrence too, double teamed, and will be shooting foul. Who they're going to charge that on. A lot of double teams in the paint for the Ospreys. It is on Jalen Collins. Will be for Jaheim Lewis, who is 14 for 19 on free throws. Gothic Knights just over 700 in the percentage. Makes the first. And they take more than Stockton, though. 16.9 a game on average. One of their players at the charity stripe. And makes the shots. Makes both. And NJCU pulls back within 2. Will be Lawrence to bring it up. Passes over to Johnson. Johnson over to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Johnson. Johnson to Angelov. Angelov one-on-one with Brown Jr. Be a foul. As we see Will Brown III come in for Mark Brown Jr. Lawrence. Inbounds to Johnson. Johnson gives it to Gaither. Double teamed is Gaither. Over to Matthew Spratley. Defended by Savoy. He's probably going to try to take it himself, and everybody hits the floor. So it will be shots, and yup, Matthew Spratley will go to the line. 5th game with the team. 22 for 25 on free throws. Makes the first. You see Charles Sapp check back in the game. Matthew Spratley makes both. It'll be Lewis to inbound. Full court press by the Ospreys. Stolen by Johnson. And the Ospreys right back to work on offense. Angelov trying to get it. Will be foul. And Stockton will go into the bonus. And Martin Angelov will go to the line. Angelov doesn't take a lot of free throws. Only 10 for 15 so far. As we see a timeout called. NJCU decided to take their timeout. Angelov, take the shots, makes the first, has none of his teammates around to give him the high five. Makes the second. He will take a seat. Full court press once again by the Ospreys. Cross court pass over to Savoy. Savoy one-on-one with Gaither. Back out to Lewis. Wilson directing traffic. It's over. Back to Lewis. Made a circle. Up. Off the front iron. No good. and will go the way of the Ospreys. Gaither over to Johnson. Johnson pass over to Campbell. NJCU now in the full court press. Back out to Johnson, so they do get it across half court. Johnson over to Gaither. Or excuse me, Matthew Spradley. Back to Campbell. Campbell back to Matthew Spradley. Spradley directing traffic, telling Campbell where he should go. Gaither loses the defender, up and in. 31-23 the score. Johnson one-on-one with Wilson. Over to Lewis. Lewis passes out to the corner. Driven by Gaither. Now one-on-one, Sapp. Double teamed, blocked. Johnson able to pick it up, and they're heading the other way. Matthew Spradley. Passes over to Gaither. Gaither, still one-on-one, trying to figure out the lane. Gonna have to watch the shot clock. Takes the jumper and goes in. Ospreys' biggest lead of the game for anybody. 10 points, 33-23. Lewis takes the step back, up and no good. Rebounded by Matthew Spradley. Ospreys going on an offensive run here. Matthew Spradley up, no good, but rebounded by Sapp. Sapp gonna take it himself, up and in. And NJCU does not like what they're seeing, and Mark Brown decides to call that timeout. And a full timeout, so we will be right back. (35-23), the Stockton lead. Going on an offensive run here, 10-0 run, last 2 minutes and 48 seconds. .6:03 left in the game. Wilson to inbound, full court press employed by the Ospreys. Will be Catalan to bring it up the court, pass it over to Wilson. Angelov one-on-one with Wilson. It's the team playing largely man defense. Over, fakes it. Over to Candlehan. One-on-one, Matthew Spradley. Up, he loses it. Comes down with it. Gaither able to wrestle it away. Johnson gonna bring it up the court now, directing traffic. So is Gaither. Over to Angelov. Angelov back over to Campbell. Campbell over to Matthew Spradley, who's defended by Candlehan. Over to Angelov. Angelov thought about the three. Gonna take the short jumper though. No good. And the Ospreys come away with it. And they'll still go the way of NJCU. Getting a little physical, getting a little chippy. These two NJAC rivals.
Zero,
So both teams in the bonus, so any foul will result in shots to the line. Gayton 1 for 2 so far today on free throws already. Makes the first. Makes the second. Brings this lead back within 10. Full court press now by NJCU. All over Angelov. Giving it to Johnson. Johnson able to bring it up court. Passes over to Matthew Spratley. Spratley trying to find room and an open teammate. Defended by Candlehan. Up. No good. Matthew Spratley a little slow to get up. Slow to get down there. 3 ball. No good. And defended strongly by Gayton, but will go the way of the Ospreys. Angelov gives it back to Johnson to bring it up the court. Johnson had the pick set, pass over to Campbell. Campbell thought about the 3, does shoot the 3, and makes the 3. 38-25, DJ Campbell, threat from everywhere. Bring it up the court. This is over, it'll be Gayton to make the shot, and does. Crowd getting into it here, and it's just the first half. Gaither gonna try to take it himself. Does try to take it himself and almost makes it, but does draw the shooting foul. Gaither going to the line for the first time today. 69 for 81. Another one of the team leaders in free throws. Makes the first. And makes the second. Stockton's lead now increased to 13. Biggest lead of the day. Johnson one-on-one with Kendall. Johnson one-on-one with Wilson, who is directing traffic. Has the pick set. Fires from 3, no good. Defended by Matthew Spratley. Matthew Spratley from the logo, just off the front of the iron. Campbell able to tip it away. And able to come in and whoa! Whoa, my goodness. Rhinell Lawrence went for a ride over the scorer's table. Look out. Move the scorer's table. DJ Campbell got the ball back. Went over, hit it. Gaither was trying to get it. Too many people there. Evasive action. And Lawrence was sliding across the end of the scorer's table. Just cleaning up a little bit. Passed into Wilson. Wilson defended by Angelov. Wilson has a lot of daylight. So it will be a reaching foul by Campbell. So Wilson will go to the line. 14 for 19 so far. Here's Hakeem Wilson. Makes the first one. Wilson makes both. Gaither gives it to Campbell. Campbell over to Angelov. Angelov back to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Angelov. Able to get across half court. Has a wide open lane. Finds Gaither. Gaither, short jump, draws the shooting foul. Very smart play. Get two guaranteed, almost basically guaranteed shots instead of one heavily contested shot. Gaither, 2 for 2. On free throws thus far. 3:09 left. Makes second. Full court press, Matthew Spradley one-on-one with Wilson. Passes over. Passes in, Gaither. Heavily defended, and will be a shooting foul. So they're pointing to Gaither for the foul. And yes, it will be Gaither with the foul. So Gayton will go to the line once again. 3 for 4 on free throws. Gayton makes first. Angelov checks back in. And misses the second. Rebounded by Lawrence. Already very smart defense being played. Passes over. Campbell. Campbell over to Angelov in the corner. Back to Campbell. Campbell faked the three. Now Angelov will take the three. And no good. But back to Gaither. Gaither gets it and makes it in. I don't think Gaither expected to get the ball, but he made the most of it. Full court press employed by Angelov. 1-on-1. Lewis and Lawrence. Fakes short. Jump, Campbell, 1-on-1, gets it away, but just gets it back to the outside perimeter. Up and in is the score, 43-32, 2:20 left in this first half. Angelov, 1, moving, directing traffic, back to Matthew Spradley, who takes the jumper, up and good. Wilson, 1-on-1 with Angelov. Back over, Wilson. Lawrence, 1-on-1, back to Wilson. Back to Lewis. Lewis takes it and blocked by Campbell, getting the crowd into it. Another block. Campbell with 2. And looks like Campbell got a technical for that, getting the crowd into it. So a technical foul, not something you want to see. You want to do one of, if not your best player. And it will be Lewis to take the shot. And he makes it. As Campbell will take a seat, presumably probably for the rest of this half with 1:43 left. as Lewis makes both. Wilson gets it. And what a play by Lewis. Lost it off the tip of his fingers, grabbed it back and put it right in the net. Angelov trying to bring it up the court. Over, gives it to Johnson. Johnson will try to take himself up and no good, and gets the foul but lands hard. And he is slow to get up. It was a very hard fall by Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2 on the free throws so far. Just bounces out. Johnson makes the second. Back up to 10 points is the lead. Full court press by the Ospreys. Handelhan defended by Angelov. Passes over. Matthew Spratley. 1-on-1 everything. Everybody's slowing everything down. Matthew Spratley. Stark defense. Rogers Robinson tried to take it himself. Rebounded exceptionally by Lewis. Lewis passes it out and everything able to slow down again. As we're inside the final minute, almost steps into the backcourt, and they do call it. Lewis was trying everything to stay in the front court, but a backcourt violation puts the Ospreys back on offense with 53.4 left in this half. 23.4 seconds separate shot and game clock. Johnson, 1-on-1, has the pick set. Try to get it. Lawrence, top of the key. Passes over. Angelov for three. No good. Rebounded by Gaither. As Stockton gets the call. And the crowd very much getting into it. Especially both of these teams traveled very well today. Gaither 3 for 4. Makes the first. Wilson checks back in. Makes both. There's the Sapp, check back in. Passing over, full court press, passes in. Wilson back. About 7 seconds separate shot and game clock. Wilson trying to drive himself. Has to find some help, takes a tough shot off the back iron, rebounded by Matthew Spratley, and they're in no particular hurry. Shot clock is turned off. Going to get the best shot possible. Has the pick set. Matthew Spratley bring it up himself and in. with 3. Clock is still running, and that will be how the half ends. 50-36, the Stockton lead. You'll want to join us for this second half, because this game proven to be a good one. Welcome back, everybody, out of the halftime break. Stockton up 50-36. Very back and forth half. Very high-paced, high-energy scoring was that first half of play. Very close in a lot of categories. 6-3 in offensive rebounds, 13-10 in defensive rebounds, both in favor of Stockton. Assists, NJCU has the advantage. Rebounds, 19-13 in advantage of Stockton. Very close in possessions, too. Actually, extremely close. Actually tied, 35-35 all in possessions between the two teams. So this second half promises to be a good one. Stockton now looking to take their foot off the brake and put this game away. 50-36. Angelov, Campbell, Armstrong, Thomas, Lawrence, and Gaither to start for the Ospreys in the second half. We have Wilson, Brown, Lewis, Gilbert, and Rodriguez to start for the Gothic Knights. And we're underway. Wilson. Back over. Brown over to Gilbert. Gilbert from the foul line, just off the back iron. Rebounded by Lawrence. Or excuse me, knocked away by Lawrence, rebounded by Angelov. Campbell takes a step back. Angelov thought about it and passes out to Angelov, has the pick set. Campbell, one-on-one with Wilson, trying to find an open man. Bounce pass into Armstrong Thomas. Foul gets called, but still remains with the Ospreys. Passes into Gaither. Gaither tried to take it himself. No whistle and rebounded by Rodriguez. Rodriguez passes over to Brown. Brown over in the corner to Lewis. Lewis one-on-one with Armstrong Thomas. Over. Top of key. Brown up, in, and good. Very physical this game is. Full court press already. Less than a minute in this second half. Full court press. Angelov for three. Yes! NJCU scores two. Stockton responds with three. Bring it up, and will be the shooting foul for Lewis. Timeout. Lewis 4 for 4 on free throws so far. Lewis makes the first. Now 5 for 5, perfect on the day. Now be tied for everyone on this court. 3 players have attempted 6 free throws today. Lewis, long court pass. A little bit of a miscue by the Ospreys. Long pass by Gaither. So it will be inbounded by Wilson. Wilson has it grabbed away. Almost grabbed away by Armstrong Thomas. It will be Lewis. That's away one-on-one. Man defense. Passes over to Wilson. Wilson one-on-one with Angelov. Angelov gets in his way off the front iron. Stays in at 3. Ospreys try to get the rebound, and it gives it back to NJCU. Back and forth for 3 is Lewis, and it's good. Full court press, gives it over to Armstrong Thomas, gets out to Campbell. Campbell out to Gaither. Gaither, no good, grabs his own rebound. Able to gather it up and put it back in. Ospreys not relenting. As wide open lane, up and in, right off the fingertips was Brown. NJCU came out of the locker room with the full court press every time. Passes over in the corner to Lawrence. Lawrence for 3. No good. Gives it to Gaither, who almost gathers it up. A loose ball found will go the way of NJCU. Now the Ospreys doing full court press of their own. Wilson inbounds to Brown. Brown one-on-one with Campbell. Pass over to Lewis. Lewis back over to Wilson. Over to Brown. Brown one-on-one with Campbell. Campbell playing some very stark defense. Brown up and in. And NJCU clawing the way back. Gives it to Armstrong Thomas. Bounce pass over to Angelov. Angelov with a full head of steam. Waits for his teammates to get back there. Step back. Fakes it as Campbell. Gives it to Matthew Spratley, and he makes it in. Over Lewis, driving with a full head of steam, coast to coast, and puts it in. Angelov has the pick set down there by Armstrong Thomas. Back out to Campbell, who shoots it for 3, just off the front iron. Jalen Collins tried to get the rebound. Brown from the free throw line makes it in. NJCU going on a run. All of a sudden, this lead is cut to 6. Matthew Spratley to bring it up for the Ospreys. And Scott Bidner does not like what he sees, and he calls a timeout. It will be a full timeout, and we'll be right back. .57-51, NJCU going on a little bit of a run here. Lamar Johnson coming back in. Angelov goes in the backcourt for Matthew Spradley, who will bring it up the court. Matthew Spradley passes over to Angelov. Angelov slowing things down at the top of the key. Passes back to Matthew Spradley. Over to Johnson. Johnson one-on-one with Wilson, has the pick set. Johnson back to Matthew Spradley. Spradley loses it right at the free throw line, up and in. He lost the defender, faked him out, and took the free throw shot, basically. And got it, and will go out of bounds. Hit the knee, and will go Osprey ball. And will be NJCU ball. Change the ruling. Passes over to Rogers Robinson. One-on-one with Angelov. Pass over. Up. Just off the front iron was Gilbert's shot. Pass back, grabs their own rebounds. Lewis up. No good, but tipped right in by Rogers Robinson on the extension. Over cross-court pass over to Matthew Spradley. Matthew Spradley with numbers. Campbell, Angelov fakes three, and everything will slow down. With Campbell. Campbell from three, just off the back iron. Grabbed by Collins, but it will go the way of the Gothic Knights. Brown checks back in. Wilson passes in. Still the way of NJCU. Full court press by the Ospreys. Now it's a race against the time for the Gothic Knights to get down the court. Matthew Spradley playing terrific man defense, almost gets it away from Rogers Robinson. Rogers Robinson, they're going to try to take coast to coast, and he does. Now the lead cut to within four. Jamar Johnson to bring it up, double team the whole way down. Passes over to Matthew Spradley. Matthew Spradley from deep and drains it. Back and forth game, offense, defense. Crowd getting into it. Defense chance here at Gary Matthews Court. Angelov one-on-one with Wilson. Wilson brings it up and will get the shooting foul. Seeing who they're going to call it on. It'll be on Christian Armstrong Thomas. So will be Wilson at the line. 2 for 2 on free throws right now. Makes the first. Misses the second. Grabbed by Armstrong Thomas. So the Ospreys will go the other way. Bounce pass by Lawrence over to Armstrong Thomas. Back to Matthew Spradley. And Spradley gives it to Campbell. Campbell up to Johnson. Johnson over to Lawrence. Lawrence over to Campbell. Campbell from way downtown. Just misses it and rebounded by Brown. Brown brings it up, slows things down. Over to Wilson. Wilson has the pick set. by Rodriguez. Wilson from the free throw line, just off the back iron, grabbed by Matthew Spratley, and everybody gets tangled up. Jamar Johnson inbounds it to Angelov. Angelov passes over to Campbell. Campbell double teams, gives it to Johnson. Johnson over to Matthew Spratley. Matthew Spratley tried to drive it in, gives it to Angelov. Angelov one-on-one with Brown. Passes over to Johnson. Johnson gonna try to take it now. Gets the shot off and gets the foul. Johnson just off the back iron. Now goes 2 for 5 on the free throws today. This is the second one, and now the Gothic Knights will go the other way. Pass over. Up, back to Brown. Brown over to Robinson. Excuse me. For Angelov. Back to Wilson. Wilson over to Gilbert. Gilbert kind of just throws it away. Nobody there. And Christian Armstrong-Thomas gets the foul called. And it will go the way of the Gothic Knights. 12:34 left, 62-56. NJCU not going away, but the Ospreys not letting them get too close. Keep them just in arm's reach. Will go the way of the Ospreys. Gaither gives it to Angelov. Angelov double team. Back to Gaither. He brings it up the court, gonna try to take it himself. Loses it. And just bounces out. Takes a couple awkward bounces and bounces out. So Brown will take it up. Over in the corner is Rogers Robinson. Looking for it. Stolen by Angelov. And Angelov with a full head of steam. He'll take it up himself. And no good. But Campbell's right there. They get the second chance point and get it in. Cross court. Driving in, defended by Campbell. Just off the back iron was a shot by Gilbert. Campbell has out. Angela for three, just off the bag and hits the top of the bar, holding the net up. Might have bounced back in, but no. And we will see a timeout. And we will be right back. have this timeout. 64-56, the Stockton lead. 11:37 left to go in the game. NJCU is getting a lot of good looks and very close, but Stockton still able to keep them at arm's length. That's in full court press by the Ospreys. Wilson. Take it. Gives it to Gilbert. Gilbert defended. One-on-one. Trying to take it off the bottom of the backboard is Gayton's shot. Matthew Spratley. Gayton subbing out, gets the foul, in foul trouble with 4. Johnson. Long pass, intercepted, falls does Lewis. Lewis bring it up and in and gets the foul called. My goodness, what a play and offensive possession that was. Lewis, 6 for 6 on free throws. Leading the Gothic Knights in scoring with 17. Leading all players in scoring, one more than E.J. Matthew Spratley for the Ospreys. And makes it. Gives it to Jamar Johnson. Jamar Johnson gives it to Angelov. Angelov over to Matthew Spratley. Campbell gonna try to take it himself and kicks right over. Watch out over in the cheerleading section. A little bit of the way of the Ospreys, kicked out by one of the NJCU players. Almost grabbed away. Lewis on his way down. Gonna try to take it from the free throw line, and he does. Jaheim Lewis with 22 points, keeping NJCU in this game. 64-61 the score now. Lawrence back in the game. Gives it to Campbell. Campbell over to Matthew Spratley. Back to Lawrence. A lot of ball movement like we saw in the first half of the Ospreys. Campbell, short jumper, and just goes out, but was grabbed by Gaither, picked up by Gilbert, and now Wilson one-on-one with Angelov. Gilbert. Passing into Rodriguez. Rodriguez puts it up, no good. But Lewis, Savoy was right there to pick up the chances. Campbell tripped, able to keep possession of the ball. Bounces out, but it will go the way of the Ospreys. Very stark defense being employed by NJCU, down only by 1 now. 64-63. Inside the final 10 minutes to go.
Let's go, Jay. Go, baby.
Angelov back to Campbell. Campbell for 3 and drains it. Puts Stockton back up by 4. Crowd getting very much into it now. Brown Jr. directing traffic. Back over to Lewis. Lewis pass grabbed down by Collins. Collins gives it back to Campbell. Campbell for three again. No good, but there was a whistle. So it will be Campbell going to the line to shoot three. Fouled on the three-point shot. Campbell 2 for 2. Campbell makes the first. Campbell makes the second. This one, the ball will be live. Campbell trying to put the Ospreys up by 7. Get that lead built back up again. Campbell makes all three, making him 5-5. Full court press employed by Matthew Spradley and Angelov on Brown and Brown Jr. One defense. Brown Jr. looking for options. Tries to take himself. Can't. Passes around. Up. Mid-range jumper. Good. Campbell passes into Gaither. Campbell now gives it back to Gaither. Gaither has options. Up and with the N1. Gaither will go to the line for the point after. Gaither 5 for 6 on free throws so far today. Makes the point after. Osprey's trying to go back up by 10. Brown Jr. taking it up. Directing traffic. Gives it over to Lewis. Lewis back over to Brown the third. Over. Up. And short jumper, no good for Gilbert. Gilbert, the team leader in points, being held to just 2 points today by this Osprey defense. Campbell directing traffic now. Gives it to Gaither. Gaither back to Campbell. Long range three. Drained. Nothing but net. DJ Campbell. Ospreys back up by 11 with 7:43 to go. Brown Jr. over to Brown the third. Defended by Matthew Spratley. Over. Lost. Angelov with a full head of steam trying to take himself. And a shove out of bounds. And a little bit of getting a little chippy there. These two NJAC rivals. Standing up for your teammate. You gotta keep the emotions in check. So it looks like deliberating on what the foul calls will be. Was a shove out of bounds, not a play on the ball on Angelov, and then there was some theatrics afterwards. Danny Rodriguez being called with the personal. Angelov, 2 for 2 on free throws so far today.
1+1.
Gets that one. The ball is live after this shot. 3 Osprey starters above 10 points. Angelov with 15, Campbell with 19, and Gaither with 18. Long range 3, just off the back iron, rebounded by Angelov, grabbed by Collins, and he gets it. Wilson at center court. Something is very wrong. They're playing a man down. Something happening with Wilson. Not sure what happened there. So we'll be round the third to inbound. Not sure what the delay is. Third. Back to action here. Back over. Back to Brown Jr. Defended by Angelov. And by Matthew Spratley. Rodriguez passes it over to Brown the third. Back to Brown Jr. Brown the third takes the 3. No good off the back iron, rebounded by Campbell. Gives it to Angelov. Angelov takes a step back, thinks about the 3, lets the rest of his offense get down to that end of the court. Campbell passes over to Collins. Collins, spin move, up and in. Ospreys starting to flex that muscle. They started in the first half, 79-65, 6:08 left. Swatted away by Collins. Back to Gaither, and the Ospreys go right back to work on offense. Matthew Spratley takes a step back. Defended by Brown Jr. Gives it to Angelov. Angelov passes it to Collins. Collins trying to box out. Long cross-court pass for 3 is Campbell, and no good. He wanted that one. He wanted that one because that would have been a 4-point play for Campbell, and now Campbell will go to the line to shoot 3 again. DJ Campbell, 5 for 5 on free throws, looking to go 8 for 8. Campbell to shoot 3. Campbell makes the first. Makes the second. And makes the third. 2 3-point fouls, and he capitalizes on all of them. Now the Knights still running with a full head of steam. Blocked away, but foul will be called on Campbell. Excuse me, it will be called on Jalen Collins. It'll be Avante Gilbert at the line. Makes the first shot. 36 for 47 on the season so far. Makes second. Gaither finds Campbell down at midcourt. Defended by Gilbert. Campbell up and in. DJ Campbell taking over this game. 24 points to lead all scorers. Short pass. Up and no good. Rebounded. Campbell coming down with it. They're trying to dive. And we'll go the way of the Ospreys, we think, because of Campbell's hustle. Looks like we do have a timeout. It'll be a full timeout called by Stockton, and we will be right back. Out of this timeout, 5:08 remaining. Stockton up 84-67. Full court press, everybody up. Campbell gonna have to try to throw this short. Gaither, double team, looking for some help. Bounce pass over to Angelov, finds Angelov, passes back out. Matthew Spratley for 3, putting the Ospreys up by 20 now. Press employed by the Ospreys now as well. Brown almost falls out of bounds. Passed over to Lewis. It was blocked, and will be a shooting foul on Gayton. He was 4 for 6 today from the free throw line. Missed, grabbed by Gaither. Over to Campbell. Ospreys trying to put this game away. Campbell and the Ospreys in no particular hurry, obviously. Up by 18. And out to Angelov. Angelov trying to find it. Gaither takes a tumble. Collins. No good, but will go to the line. Jalen Collins going to the line for the first time today. Nine for 16 so far on free throws in this campaign. Good time to tell you that the next games for each of these teams, NJCU plays Montclair on Wednesday, and Stockton, big rivalry game. Rowan will come to Gary Matthews Court on Wednesday night as well. Big NJAC game. Both big NJAC games. Brown Jr. That's over Brown the third. Blocked by Collins. Gives it to Matthew Spratley. Matthew Spratley in no particular hurry. Trying to find it. Fakes the defender. Trying to take it himself. Takes the shot. Blocked though, and will be fouls. Spratley makes the first. And makes second. 4 for 4 today on free throws. It's over Brown Jr. Pass over. Lewis in the corner. He'll make it up. Fouls on Jalen Collins. And Jalen Collins' 5th personal foul. And it looks like he is done for the day. Jamar Johnson will come in. Jaheim Lewis. 7 for 7 on free throws today. Make that 8 for 8. And now 9 for 9. He is fully locked in from the free throw line. Campbell has to get it in quickly. Gives it to Matthew Spratley. Ospreys in no particular hurry. 3:17 left on the clock. Just trying to kill time now. Matthew Spratley loses the ball. Now will be Gilbert to bring it up. Gilbert one-on-one with Gaither. He puts it up and in. And New Jersey City uses a full timeout, and we will be right back. 90-73 with 2:52 left. Stockton gonna try to hold on to this lead and walk out of here and extend their win streak to 5. NJCU trying not to make that happen. Their back and forth season will continue. Gaither to inbound. Campbell, back over to Johnson. Johnson, back to Campbell. Campbell, over to Angelov. Gonna have to get it. Half court, almost loses it. And will be a foul. Angelov, 3 for 4 from free throws today. Makes the first. And Angelov makes the second. This is over. Defended by Johnson. Devin Johnson, that is. Out in the corner. Very stark defense being played by Devin Johnson. Stolen by Angelov. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. And in no particular hurry are the Ospreys. Mark Johnson. No particular hurry. Angelov. Drive in, takes a shot. No good. And the Gothic Knights will head down the court with a full head of steam and will go out of bounds. And still be with the Gothic Knights. Andrew Crawford into the game. Crawford to bring it up the court. Ospreys kind of just in kill time mode. Up by 19 with 1:30 left. Still time on the shot clock, so they want to get, they have to get a shot off from third. Misses the dunk, grabbed by Devin Johnson. And that looks like to be the dagger, the final nail. .11 seconds left. Ospreys content. Campbell, one last three, no good. Rebounded and brought to the ground. Oh my goodness. Very physical jump ball. As we will see Amari Spence, Michael Evans, and Drew Brosh, 3 freshmen into the game for the Ospreys, as the starters will now all take their bow and take a seat. Drew Brosh to the line. Makes the first. First free throw attempts of the season for Brosh. Joined the team recently. And he makes both. Putting this game essentially away. Stockton will improve. Stockton will improve to 11-5 and continue that win streak, get it up to 5. 1 for 2 was Brown Jr. Crawford to bring it up to court. About 6 seconds separate shot and game clock. And the Ospreys very content with just letting the shot clock run. Crawford very content just holding it. And the shot clock will go off. And that is how NJCU right now really just is going to inbound. And that will be how the game will conclude. And that'll do it. The Ospreys continue their win streak, 5 games now, 94-74 victory over the NJCU Gothic Knights. Please stay with us and join us for the women's game that's coming up in about 30 minutes.